Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So it is time to do my weekly decoration. So I'm just jumping in here. So I'm trying not to break my Game of Thrones shaker. So I'm going to take this week out. So this is going to be a slightly longer weekly video because I am going to be trying some techniques I haven't used before. So if you are going to hang around with me, you might need to go and grab yourself a drink and maybe some food, especially when you see what I'm using, because trust me, this one makes you hungry. I'm going to be using the gorgeous Treat Yourself Planners Anonymous box. I have done a full walkthrough of this one. I will link it down below, but it is full of coffee and cakes and donuts. So if you're not hungry now, you will be in about 5 minutes time. So I am going to try and do some things that I haven't done a lot before, and that includes some stamping, which is probably what's going to take a little bit longer than normal. So I'm going to start off with the easy stuff so I can at least get the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm going to start off with both of these gorgeous washi tapes. So the first one is these gorgeous coffee beans, and I love the browns in this. It's just beautiful. And what I'm going to do is put these along each of these lines, and I'm going to cover up the days of the week because I'm going to use the stickers that come in this kit to use to put them on there instead, so it doesn't matter if I cover them up. So I'm just going along, I didn't completely stuff that up, just going along with the line here a little bit. Doesn't matter if it's not completely on the line or over the line, but just as close to it as you can get. So I'm going to do that along both of these ones. Oops, my phone's making noise. I'm just putting that there. And then along the top, I'm going to use this gorgeous, gorgeous washi tape. It's got the coffees and the different sayings along it. And again, I'm going to cover up the Monday, so it's going to leave a little bit of a gap at the top. That's okay. So I'm just having it so that the sayings are there as opposed to the coffee cups. I don't mind the coffee cups not being completely on there. So I'm just going to cut off all of the excess there once I can remove it from my desk. Oops, that's just not straight and it's going to annoy me, so I'm just going to fix her up. This washi isn't the most sticky washi tape, which is fantastic. It does have a bit of give to it, so if you do that, it's not going to make it impossible for you to pull it up and move it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, except here I'm also going to cover down that line. Doesn't matter if you can see the dates and stuff through there. It'll slowly, you won't notice it after a little while. Actually, I'll do these first and then I'll peel her off. So I think I said it last month, it's one of my favourite things in this box is that the washi tape is a decent size. These aren't sample sizes, these are full size washi tapes. So you don't have to feel like you're going to use it all up in one go, because you're not. And it's just so pretty. So what I just decided while I was cutting that is that I want to add a bit of colour, which I wasn't planning on doing, or a little bit of, actually, it's the opposite. I'm going to add some more darkness to it. I'm just going to cut that off. So I'm just going to peel this washi off, and I'm going to reuse it in just a second. So I'm just jumping into the box. I'm just grabbing the coffee coloured paper. I just want to see how this looks. So I'm just grabbing that grabbing the washi. I just want to see what it looks like on top. That's better. Righto, so scrap that, start again. Not completely again, but you get the point. So I'm going to cover up the top on both sides. I'll peel the other washi tape off the other one as well. And I'm just going to use that to cover up the September bit instead. I just didn't, something about it wasn't quite working. I don't know what it was, but I think this will look much, much better. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that down to size. And again, because I think I did this with the Seaside kit as well, I don't want to waste it. It's just too pretty. So I don't even want to waste a little bit. So I'm going to measure it and make sure I do it right. Why is it I do that every single time? Alright. I'm not going to waste that because that's just silly, but that size okay. It's just that one that's too small. This is why I usually do it the other way, and I stick it down first and then cut it, because then I don't have to worry about my measurements being wrong, because my measurements are always wrong, as I've just proven once again. I'm going to stick this one down first because I know this is going to cover it. Put that washi tape back down. Still going to have it so it's got a little bit at the bottom. And I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back in just a sec. I'm going to try and rescue this bit of washi tape. I don't know if I can, because it is perfectly cut to the right size. Oh, ha! I have no idea how I just did that. Absolutely no idea. Righto, that looks much, much better. I'm much happier with that. Okay, so this is the part that's going to take me a little bit longer, and that's because I want to make myself like a brick wall. So I need to put my footy details in here. There's not as many games as normal, so it's not such a big deal. But I love, love, love the stamps that come in this set. And one of them, I just want to grab the ink pad while I'm there because I want to use that one. And one of them's like a brick wall design. And I want to try it and see if I can get it to look right. So that's what the stamp looks like. And I'm just grabbing my block. And so what I'm going to do is kind of very roughly measure out how big I want it to be. So I think I want it to be sort of 5 centimeters wide. So I'm just allowing 2 centimeters on the edge so that I can stamp all the way to the edge and then cut out the shape a little bit. So again, we're trying to use a ruler where I've shown so many times that rulers and I do not get along. We're going to try anyway. So this is the ink pad that comes with the kit. I haven't used it before, so I'm not sure exactly if it's going to work. We're going to give it a go. So I'm just inking that up, and then I'm just going to start just there, and then just going to repeat it in a different sort of pattern all the way down, and then fill in the edges at the end. So I'm going to go all the way down. I'm leaving not a big gap, but a reasonable size sort of gap. That one doesn't look as good, but anyway. That one looks worse. We'll just say the brick, it got old at the bottom. So I'm just going back and filling in the gaps. Obviously for this part you don't need all as much ink. So if you just want to do the ones in the space, you can. Just to protect my desk a little bit, I'm just gonna cut off that edge. Probably should have done it right in the middle of the cardboard, but then I'm going to cut that out and see how it looks. But what I'm going to do is just cut out down that line first. And then because I want this to sit, I'm going to have it sit this way. But I want to make a tab, so I'm just making sure that I leave enough to do that. I don't know if this is going to smudge or rub out, probably will. Okay. Things I learn along the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really quickly repeat that whole process. I'm going to do it off camera so you guys don't have to sit through it again. But I'm going to do it again along the bottom half of this one. I'm going to cut my shape out first so that I know exactly what I want. So I'll cut that out. Might use that side. Grab my tab punch board. I'll just make that up so you guys can see. I know you've seen me do it a couple of times now, but just so you can see again. So I'm just cutting that out. So I've got my little tab shape. I'm just going to round the corners off as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp that all over again. What I've just realised once again is I should have put the backing colour on there first, but oh well. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it and I'll be back in just a sec. Alright, so I fixed my brick wall. It definitely looks better now. And then while I was doing that, I also put some of the green paper on the back. So this is just so I can put a sticker there and then be able to write my footy details on. So I want it to be on the bottom. So I'm just going to measure out where I want my holes. I really do like the way that brick wall's come up. I think that looks really, really cool. So on the front, on the brick wall, I want to use some stickers. No, I want to use some die cuts. I'm just grabbing the die cut pack. Oh, no, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to stick them, put them out so that I can sort of see them. I know I want to use that one because I adore that. And it's really just a case of playing around with it until you get a sort of desired effect. This is why I love die cuts, they're so much fun to play with. You can obviously use some of the stickers. I'm just going to grab, oh, I know which one I wanted to use. I really do want to use that chalkboard, but I might find another way to do it. So some of these stickers are just a little bit smaller, so it makes it easier to use. I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to put that, first I do coffee and then I plan the thing. So I'm just going to stick those down, just using, I'm going to put them through my sticker maker, just because they're a little bit more delicate and I don't want to break them. Actually, I'm not going to put that one through the sticker maker because I need to sort of, it needs to hang off the edges a little bit. So because of that, I don't want it too gluey. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just in the bits that I know are going to be okay. Just need enough to hold it there, don't need to worry too much more about it. There we go. So it's going to be a little bit popped out on the other side, but I think that's okay. I'm going to grab a tree, just being a bit careful with it. Something I have noticed with this sticker maker, sometimes it leaves a little bit of residue around little corners and stuff, so I just sort of rub a little bit. And then we'll get, do I want to put the, first I do the coffee and then I plan the things, or the treat yourself? I think I'm going to put the treat yourself just because that is what this kit is called. There we go. And I'm just going to put no, I was going to put something else there, but I'm not going to. So then on the back is where I'm just going to write all my details. So all I'm going to do is mount that up on another bit of paper. So I'm just grabbing this piece of paper. This is a Kmart piece of paper from ages ago. I don't even remember how long ago I bought this. So I'm just going to trim that. And I'm just going to round off all the corners using my punch board. Okay, I'm just going to stick that down and then write all my footy details on, and I'll be back in just a sec. Once again, I've proven I hate my handwriting, but that's okay. Okay, so that's going to sit there. If I can get that awful little bit of paper stuck. I do love that brick. That really looks very, very nice. So I'm going to put all of my days of the week stickers. I want to cover up all the numbers. I don't know how many coffee beans I've got, so I don't know if I can. But I like the idea of covering them up with the beans and then just stamping them back in again. So Ryan's just pointed out he thinks I've only got 5, if we remember from when we unboxed this. So I'm just getting all of the small ones if I can, or smallish kind of ones. Just using them to cover stuff up. So I'm just grabbing some of these other stickers. So I'm going to use the 3 coffee beans, and then I'm going to use these stickers to cover up the others. So these are all the unicorn. I don't think I'll use all unicorns. Use that one on Sunday. It's okay to cover up the washi tape, so that's okay. Then we're we can put in the days of the week. Actually, we'll stamp the numbers first. So I'm just grabbing, these are the Kikki.k ones. I'm just going to use the brown. I think if I use black, it'll look a bit silly. Alrighty, I feel like I've made a massive mess here. It's very messy. Alright, last couple of bits. We just need to write in some of these birthdays. I don't think I've got any stickers that say birthday, unfortunately. Oh, hold on, maybe I do. I don't say birthday. But they do have little things here. I'm going to grab this little one that looks like a present. Just stick that on this brown flag. Actually, I'm going to use a... No, it is pink, so I'm not going to do that. Use a brown flag. I'm going to use a green flag on the other side. And the last little thing we got to do, because it worked so well last week, or last time I used this box, I want to do it again, and that's using these little to-do stickers. So it's just whether I use the big one or the little one. I think we're going to use the big one. I like how forgiving this can be sometimes. And the very last thing is just using one of the day off stickers. Deliberately left that a little bit. And there we go. I am going to leave it at that. I really like this. What I like most, ridiculously, is the brick wall. I think the brick wall looks really, really pretty. The stamps in this are great. If you'd like to see me do like a little video, for considering it is Super September, on how to use these stamps, Sammy did do a really, really good one on her channel, so I'll link that down below for you. But if you would like to see me do a bit more using some of these stamps, maybe I can make a card or something, just let me know. This kit is beautiful. It's just so spectacular. Congratulations again, Sammy, for just making such a gorgeous kit. This one is sold out, remember, and I think, if I'm 90% sure, that next month's kit, which is the Free Spirit kit, is also sold out. If you do want to get on board with this kit, I will link it down below. I have a 10% off discount code that you can use. Now, if you do want to get on board for the October kit, I will link all the details down below so you can go and check it out. Don't forget that it is Super September, like I said, so I'll be doing extra videos every single week. Coming up on the 20th is my live video at 8 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you tune in for that. Other than that, I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome day, and I will see you again really, really soon. Thanks a lot. Bye!